Hey, hello there. Welcome to Natural Fitness Lifestyle. Today, I'm going to be talking about HIIT training, and it's not that type of HIIT. It really isn't that type of HIIT. It's about working your muscles to gain the muscles and the shape that you want. But HIIT has many methods and forms, and people on the social media are not explaining HIIT the way that it was originally intended to be done. HIIT training is not just one set to failure. It's not one set to failure. It's to failure. Everyone has a different threshold for failure. So you cannot say the HIIT training for one person is the exact same training for the other person. That does not make any sense. Do you think your capacity to train to muscular failure is the same as your neighbors and vice versa? No, of course not. So, how do you apply HIIT training? There are many methods and techniques for HIIT. The first one is the contraction. What type of contraction? You have your concentric, which is the positive, where one joint is moving closer to the other joint. Then you have the eccentric, where one joint is moving away from the other joint. Then you have the static, where no movement is occurring, and its position of the joints are held in different angles. For example, your hand could be closer to your shoulder, it could be parallel, your form can be parallel to the ground, or your form could be only at a 45-degree angle. And you hold those positions statically and you apply tension. Here's where it gets individualized. How much tension would you apply at a fixed position? That varies from day to day. It varies on your energy level. That varies because you want to apply periodization to HIIT training. It is necessary to contract at different levels. You can't just go and apply your maximum effort every time you do HIIT training. Do you think you can? That's like achieving a new PR every time. So these people coming out here on YouTube and telling you, oh, one set to failure. But what is failure? One day you can be doing 50 pounds in a curl. The next workout, you can only do 40. So if you grade yourself by how much weight you're lifting, then you're going to fail. You're not going to work to failure. You're going to fail your HIIT training. You have to work to muscular failure, and that is by applying all methods. Like I just mentioned previously, the concentric, the eccentric, which is the positive and the negative, and the static fixed position. You must apply all three. And as long as you're doing that, you can work to muscular failure without having to worry about how much exact weight you are lifting. I notice that we don't have any people out here asking questions, but I'm going to continue yet because that is what I do. You want to, and you have to set your goals first. Do you want to drop muscle? Let me rephrase. Do you want to drop fat while gaining muscle? Are you in a cutting phase while performing HIIT? Can you perform HIIT in a cutting phase? Should you perform HIIT in a cutting phase? These are the topics that no one discusses. No one discusses here on YouTube. I can speak from experience. In 2012, I was preparing for my first professional natural bodybuilding competition called the WNBF Masters Pro Cup, which I came first place. So therefore, anyone you saying that you don't know who I am, my name is William Nico. Go into your computer, search Muscle Memory Data Bank, which has a listing of all the bodybuilders, and you will see my name, William Nico. I won many titles. So if you say you don't know who I am, utilize your computer and search me, and you will see who I am. I won Masters Pro Cup in 2012, my first professional show. And I see you left because you don't want to learn. That's okay. Somebody's back. I applied HIIT training during my preparation in 2012 for the Masters Pro Cup, but I did not utilize one set. I did not utilize one exercise. I utilized many exercises, and I utilized the techniques I mentioned before: the concentric positive, the eccentric negative, and the static. And this is how I gauge the effort level from workout to workout. Because workout to workout, my poundages were not going to be the same. My energy level was not going to be the same. But the effort that I applied had to be measured in a different way. And this is where the concentric, positive, eccentric, and static came in. Basically, during HIIT, you cannot no longer move. And rephrase that. In HIIT, the objective is to continue moving till you no longer can move. If you're doing a curl and you can still move your arm, you have not reached muscular failure. Which leads us to a fourth technique necessary in HIIT training, and it's called the drop set technique. Yes. So once you can no longer move your arm for a curl at a set poundage, you drop it, typically 10 pounds. And then you start all over again, concentric, eccentric, maxing out on concentric and eccentric, which means after you've done as many reps as you can possibly can in a concentric positive manner, then you test yourself. You continue going, lowering the weight. You help yourself with your opposite arm to lift weight. You help your arm lift the weight with the opposite arm, and then resist it, lowering it. Resist lowering it. It does not have to be 4 seconds, but typically 4 seconds is ideal because you want to prevent muscles pulls. When you can no longer lower that weight, then you apply the static in a fixed position. You can no longer do that. Drop the weight again 10 pounds, and you keep going. Let's say you're doing 50 pounds in a curl. You keep reducing the weight each time you hit muscular failure, 10 pounds, till you hit muscular failure again. And you keep going. You may go down as low as 5 pounds, but the goal is to go down lower till you are only utilizing dynamic tension. You're only utilizing the resistance of your arms. So for 50 pounds, I will go down all the way till I'm only utilizing the resistance of my opposite arm. That is muscular failure. It's that one set? No, you just do the math. You started at 50 pounds, you reduced all the way to 0, and then you continued. That's a minimum of 6 sets. And we're talking about only one phase would be concentric. Then you add the eccentric phase, you add the static phase, so you're doubling that. So now what is that? That's 18 sets. So whoever tells you HIIT training is just one set to failure is not telling you, and it's not explaining HIIT the way it was originally invented. Well, anyway, this is the end of my stream because I don't see anyone here asking questions, but you can ask me questions on my channel post-stream. See you there.